from renaming multiple files at once, tabs, toolbar customization, quick file preview, custom icons for folders. With the Finder app on macOS, these features are available right out of the box. And I'll be going through all of that and more in just 5 minutes. Let's say that you have a set of photos that have this generic name that came from your phone. Well, you can rename them all at once to something a bit more fitting. For example, Halloween 1, 2, 3, etc. All you need to do is highlight those files, right-click them, then click Rename. Under Custom Format, you can write the base name for all of those files, in this case Halloween. It will then show you an example of how the first file will look like. If instead of a number at the end you want the date, you can click the Name Format dropdown, then click Name and Date. But in this case, I'm just going to go for Name and Index, which is just a number. Then hit Rename, and those file names will be updated automatically. Moving on, if you have a folder open and you want to see another folder without losing your current one, well, you can hit Command-N to open a new Finder window. This can make drag and dropping files between folders a lot easier. You can also hit Command-T to open a new tab. This works pretty much exactly like a web browser. You can click on the tabs to switch between them, and you can still drag and drop files. You just have to hold the file over the tab to open it up. Now, you'll be working with all kinds of files in Finder. Sometimes you just want a quick preview at a file, like a Word document, without having to open up the whole app, which can often take a while. So, Finder has a quick look feature for exactly that. Just select the file and hit spacebar to open up the preview. At the top, it will give you an option to open it with your default app or share it. You can also preview a folder, which will tell you the size and number of items inside. That's something you don't get by looking at a folder in the default view. On a related note, Finder has something called Quick Actions. If you right-click on a file, then hit Quick Actions, you'll see a selection of tasks depending on the file. So for an image, you can rotate it, convert the file type, and remove the background without opening up any app. If it's a video, you can also trim it. Next is a change in your settings that I think is a must-have for any Mac user, and that is enabling the path bar. You can do this by opening up the View option in the Finder menu bar, then clicking on the Show Path Bar option. That will display a path to the currently open folder in Finder. This can be very useful if you have a lot of nested folders and you want to know how you got to a certain folder. Also, the path bar is interactive, so you can click on any parent folder to access it. You can drag items into a parent folder, or drag the parent folder itself. So that's very useful when you're saving a file like a document and you need to tell the app where to store the file. Instead of going through a bunch of folders to get there, you can just drag and drop the folder into the Save dialog box. It's particularly handy when working with apps that don't automatically save your last save location. This is definitely a must-have feature, and I don't know why it isn't enabled by default. Now, if you have a lot of folders and you want to be able to tell them apart at a glance, well, setting custom icons for those folders is a great way to do that. Just right-click on the folder and select Get Info. Then drag and drop your custom image onto that folder icon. And that's it. Your folder just got a personal makeover. Now, let's talk about searching in Finder. By default, when you use the search box in a Finder window, it searches your entire Mac. If you wanted to search only the current folder by default, head to Finder Preferences, and then click on the Advanced tab and change when performing a search to Search the Current Folder. This can save you tons of time if you know a file is in a certain folder, so you don't need to search the whole Mac. Now, if you know you're searching for a particular file type, like a PDF, you can type PDF in the search box. Then that file type should appear under the Kinds option in the dropdown. When you click on that, it will then only let you search for PDFs. Then you can narrow down the search with your file name as usual. Alright, so the Finder toolbar doesn't have to be the way it is by default. You can customize it to suit your needs. Just right-click, then hit Customize Toolbar. Then drag your commonly used features into the toolbar. For me, I like to have the New Folder and Delete buttons right there. Also, having the AirDrop button there is really nifty. I regularly share files to my phone, so just clicking on the AirDrop button and sharing that file straight away is just really convenient. Finally, if you have folders that you use all the time, then it's a great idea to drag those folders to the sidebar for quick access. And that's it. These were some of my most commonly used features in Finder, and a lot of them aren't very obvious. If you found this useful, please like this video. And if you want to see some free must-have Mac apps, then check out this video right here. Alright, see you next time.